Hello, are we live?
We're live.
We might be live. Chris's face is covered by a blue dot, and I'm not sure how to move that right now.
That's all right.
Okay.
Tabletop Express. We're not going to be in this view very long anyways, but here to play a game we have covered to some extent because Trey Chambers was on the show, and he is the designer of Harvest. So what we're about to do is do a playthrough of the game. I'm going to give an overview so you have some semblance of what we are doing, and then we're going to dive right in. So Anthony, if you want to bring the board right back up, I will dig right into
Well, first of all, who are you?
Oh, I'm Chris. You know, I never introduced myself. I'm Chris.
He's not. I'm Anthony.
I'm Lauren.
Part-time conductor.
Phrase this one. Studio B.
All right. So let's see if we can get. Nope, not that one.
That's not the place we want.
Not that one. That's my board. All right, here. I said here is the big board. Oh my lord.
Hey.
Welcome to Harvest.
Hey, everybody. All right. So we are going. We have us up on the screen too, because that way the audio keeps working. So I'm going to take everybody through a playthrough of Harvest, all the basic actions on the board. I want to note that this game is set up for 3 players. I pointed out because critical to that is this section here would be available in a 4-player game. With a 3-player game, we cover this up, so that is not available. So in this game, we all have some unique farmers that we are playing with. And I'm going to start with that just so everyone knows that we have these characters with abilities. So that is one aspect of this game. So as an example, I have Mick the Badger. And Mick's got a pretty cool ability that as I take certain action in this game, I'm actually going to get another action. We'll dive into these actions, but I just want to highlight right up front that we have these asynchronous capabilities. In the game, we are going to be collecting seeds, planting those seeds, tending to those seeds, and harvesting them for victory points. We are going to be doing this replacing our worker placement spots, which are across this board. I'm going to go through starting right to left, mostly because right is closest to me. So over here in the workshop, we are going to start with a bunch of buildings on the board. You can see here we have the garden beds, the gatehouse, the backyard shed, and the fairgrounds. Interesting enough, when we go to the workshop, if I was placing in the workshop, these, the 3 and 2 action spaces, do say that you cannot repeat the actions, meaning I have the available actions that are listed to the right, which is either the concept of upgrading my water bucket, of clearing a field and rolling this die that's getting us resources, or clearing my or buying a building. Again, 3 actions have to all be different, 2 actions have to be different, and then the acorns that you see here are our money. Our boards, I should point out, are starting with a few items. I mentioned that bucket, and that bucket that I'm talking about that we can upgrade how high up it is starts at 3 with our water level at 1. So as we're doing this, keep in mind we have the ability to up our water bucket, but that does not move our water up. So 2 separate actions. The money symbol, as I noted, is those acorns. Our board also, I will note, before I go into the next area, has both fertilizer on it and water. So when you look at this next section here, which is the fields, you'll notice you can take either 1 action, 2 actions, or 3 actions in this section. With the 1 spot, you get a fertilizer or a water, which is fantastic, but you only get that with the 1 spot. 2 spot, you get 2 actions, and you can take any of the 2 actions in this area, which I will review. 3 is going to cost the amount that is the current round. Meaning, if it's the third round, this spot costs $3. If it's the fourth round, it costs $4. So it can be pretty expensive to take those multiple actions. In this area, we have the option to plant, tend, or harvest. Now, these are pretty straightforward actions, but I want to point out a really critical piece, which is planting is a little bit cheaper depending on each item. And we have wheat, we have these strawberries, we have these blueberries, which are a little unique. And then we have pumpkins. That's going to cost 0 fertilizer, 1, 2, or 3. Tending is the next action, which allows us to expand our garden. You're gonna watch what we do with our farms, but I want to point out when we tend, and we're going to see this action in real time. The first 2 only cost 1. The next one up costs 2. But this is critical. And Anthony, could you hand me one of the pieces for the blueberries there? So when you get a seed in this game for blueberries, it looks like this, and you might place it, say, on your board right here. It's worth 2 victory points at the end. But when you tend to this, you're actually going to get the blueberries. So as opposed to spreading a seed that you've planted, this one is actually essentially getting you the thing that you're going to be able to harvest. And why is harvesting important?
Because it's a name of the game,
It
baby.
is. It's also how you get victory points. So when you take the harvest action, the wheat's going to get you a victory point plus a fertilizer. Strawberries just get you a victory point, but tending those strawberries spreads pretty quickly because when you tend, you spread right with 2 additional strawberries. And then 4 victory points for those blueberries, plus they're worth 2 points at the end of the game on your board with that spot.
Right. So it's worth noting that when you harvest everything that's in your field. You can't pick and choose. Everything comes off. But the way the blueberries work is just the blueberry fruit comes off. The bush itself stays on your farm for future blueberries.
Yes, on the pumpkin's going to cost 3 to 10, and it does take up the biggest spot. It is an angled piece, as you can see. So on my board, a little bit more strategic in how I'm going to use it. This is, by the way, a review copy of this game. It is the retail version, and I just want to point that out. There's a deluxe version of this game. We are not playing with that version today. Also there's trading posts allows you to take 1 or 2 actions. The 1 spot is an infinite amount of actions based on that infinite symbol. And you can trade any one of these things, which is a seed, 2 fertilizer, or 3 water, for a farm action, a clearing of a field, or an upgrade to a seed plus money.
Right. So the upgrading seed is essentially using a lower ranked or valued seed and boosting it up to 1 level. So for example, we all actually, to begin the game, start with a wheat seed. So if you were to upgrade that wheat seed, it becomes a strawberry seed. Strawberry goes to blueberry, blueberry goes to pumpkin. And it's worth noting, when you get these seeds initially, they are just off to the side of your board, because you have to take that planting action to put them in your actual field.
Yes. The last section that we can go to is over at that general store and farmers market area. The general store is pretty straightforward. There is an infinite spot in that 1 action column that does get you a money, which is nice. There's a 2 and a 3 action spot. But again, those have costs. So anytime you see anything that is a red circle, that is the cost. So it's either 1 money, 2 money, or 3 money. The one exception to this rule is, of course, the round marker I mentioned earlier, which is this is the cost of whatever the round is. Lastly, there is the farmers market, which are going to be unique round to round. You actually randomly pick these. They are double-sided. So different things on both sides, and they're going to be stacked up so different every single game, and those are open for everyone to go to as well. Other than that, that is the basic game. We're going to explain some of the other things as we go along in terms of end of round, what happens with these places on our field when we clear them. Because as an example, if I was to clear this off my board, one of these pieces off my board, it goes into this market. Right.
So just a little other info about setup. So that was the main board setup. And what we previously did before we started was to set up all our player boards as well. So you can kind of take a look at mine the best I can right here. Everyone starts with these 2 quadrants empty, and the rest are covered with trees. So when we clear a field, we are taking one of these off. Market. We have also started with 1 fertilizer, and I think you mentioned this already, the water in the bucket.
Yep.
We also have these farm tiles, I think, which are, we get 2 of them at the beginning of the game, and we choose which one we want. They all give us different abilities, or not abilities, but bonuses that we get at the beginning of each round. And in addition to that, we do all have our own characters, which do indeed have special abilities. Chris talked about his badger friend over there.
Yes.
I am Jamie, or Jaime the bunny, who I think he kind of talks like this, right? I'm the hasty herald. I get to move one of my wagons to an open spot at the end of each round. Now you might say, well, what's that little thing in the corner? Guess what? That's a cool ability, but I kind of sort of have to suffer for it a little bit. So any of the is kind of dropped in value by 1, which is not the end of the world. Lauren, who do you have?
I am Rose the Woodpecker.
Okay.
And I get to pick.
Very fashionable, by the way, I should say.
Yes.
And so she's the humble handy bird. So during her sunrise action, she's got a choice of 3 different things that she can do, which is clear a site, raise her bucket level, or build a building at cost.
A lot of variety. And then that's my official ability.
Yep, there's Nick the Badger.
Yeah, she looks preppy.
You know, he means business. I mean, there's no other way around it.
The nice thing is I get these additional field actions.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, Chris and I were talking about this off stream before we started. They're all good. They recommend a couple of like combos in the instruction book
yeah.
on how to sort of start off. But once you kind of get going, it's not a big deal.
The recommended starters are Penny the Pig and a water bucket, the Fox and 2 dice, the Frog and 2 monies, and then I don't remember what this last guy is. I should know what animal he is, but
We want to say hi to a couple people in the chat real quick. Rachel's with us. She says, "Yum, this one looks pretty fancy points. I'd be happy with this one." And Jeremiah is saying, "Hello, farmers," and asking if any of us have played the original version of this with Pasty Minstrel.
I have not. I've heard. I've obviously I got to talk to Trey about this on Creators Corner, and it was interesting. Trey even talked about, he certainly had a good time doing that one. It sounds like he really enjoyed the theming of this one and where this game went, and some of the changes that they made. And he did describe it as a game you could own both. So he did describe this game as a lot of things that are very different.
Okay.
So it is something you could own both, certainly.
So the way the game starts is we get these sunrise tiles, which are going to do a couple of things. They're going to determine player order, and they're also going to give us an additional cool extra bonus when we do this sunrise action to start each round. So we randomly all got one to start the game.
Yes.
And I think they're 1 through 10, right?
They're 1 through 10. And so as an example, just so you can see, I, for example, got a 5 with 3 monies, a strawberry, and it's a 5.
I got a 7 with 3 money, which again, for me, is going to get knocked down to 2 because of my ability, but also lets me to raise my bucket capacity level.
Does this get knocked down too? Or no, it's one or the other, I guess.
That's a good question.
I believe, from my understanding, it was these because every one of these has
money.
Okay.
Yeah,
so every one of
these
have
money.
Right. Just curious.
Not all of the abilities. Like, for example, I start with, it's actually crazy. I start with an extra field action.
Oh, nice.
And then I get an extra field action.
Oh, you're going to...
That badge is going to be all over that farm, all over that field.
But I'm going to have to get money in between.
Right.
So it's very well balanced in that sense. Oh,
Am I in there? I get 3 coins and I get to upgrade a seed.
That's a nice one to start.
Yeah.
Now, here's the cool thing that you're going to see, and we're going to get started in just a moment. But as we go into the next round, we're going to be picking our new ability. And as we do this, these are going to go back into the fray as a choice for someone to pick from, which is pretty cool and exciting.
For sure. All right. So it looks like Lauren is up first with player 3. So she's going to get 3 coins. Here's a 3 spot for you.
And I'm going to upgrade this to a strawberry.
All right, wheat gets upgraded to a strawberry. Very nice.
Then,
And you get to roll that resource die
yes,
not once,
twice.
but 2 times.
All right, let's see.
Here we go.
See if I can roll it there. Can you
So
see
we got-
it? You can't see
we
it.
got a
It's
wheat.
All right, wheat. Ah, you get your wheat back.
Yeah.
What else you got? And a
A
poop.
poop.
Yep.
Woohoo!
Moving on up to 2.
There we go.
Cool. So Laura made up pretty well, though. She didn't even lose her
Oh,
wheat.
what about this?
Yeah, go ahead. Pick one of those things.
I'm going to move my bucket up too. There we go.
So a good sunrise start for you.
Mhm.
Yes.
All right.
Good start. So my sunrise action is I'm going to get 3 monies. So 1, 2, 3, which is nice. I tend to put my money right on the card. I'm just going to note it right now for people. So you should be able to see what my scenario is. I'm going to get a strawberry. So I've got 2. And now I also get a free field action
Lovely.
to start the game. And I believe what my first action is going to be a plant action. The question is, what do I want to plant? And let's start by planting one. Let's plant a wheat. So I'm going to put a wheat right here on my board, and that's my free field action.
All right. That's all you done? All your sunrises?
Yeah, and the reason, by the way, this is free for me is also because of this. But note the cost is
Sure.
Right.
it's still applicable in this case. It's just that is not costing me
That one.
anything.
Yeah.
All right. So for my sunrise action, I get 3 from my farm tile of going in 3rd place here. Plus 2 for here, which is 5 total. Bang it down by 1 because of the rabbit, which is 4. Get to raise my bucket up 1. And this I don't do until the end of the round, which is interesting because it is sunrise, but I guess it's not there. Anyway. All right. So that's everybody's sunrise action.
Mm-hmm.
So Lauren's
All
up
right.
to place her first wheelbarrow of the evening.
Ay. What?
Yeah, Jeremiah's sharing some more info about that original version. It was in the Harvard universe, but he wasn't into the theme too much. Carrots was too weird for me to get into. Got it.
I think I'm gonna.
Mechanically delicious.
I need a reminder.
Yes.
If I let's say I go to the 3,
Correct.
I can go to the same thing more than once, correct?
Those, yes. In the general
Okay.
store, you were able to repeat your
Okay.
actions. The only place we cannot repeat our
here.
actions is here.
Mm-hmm.
You could do multiple tending, multiple. You're not going to multiple harvest because once you harvest everything. But yeah.
Just checking.
Rachel said last stream we had an interrupting cow. This time you have a sunrise rooster. You know, Rachel, I do
3.
a heck of a cockle-doodle-doo. But I cannot release it right now because we are right underneath my daughter's bedroom, and it would
Don't you dare.
it would indeed be not a good sunrise.
So
action.
you have.
Okay, I'm gonna do 2 fertilizer. I get 3.
You have 3 actions.
So I'm gonna
here.
do 2 fertilizers.
All right, move those 2.
And then for $1, I'm gonna move my bucket up. But is that this one or my water drop? That's the bucket.
You are.
This is fill your bucket.
That
Oh,
is
so
fill
this
your
goes
bucket.
up.
Move your up to the
Okay.
top. Yeah.
Yes.
Right underneath.
And that's an important action because I believe that's something that even the first time I played this, I was putting the bucket right on top of it.
Yeah, it's not super intuitive.
So, but it is going right below it.
Yes.
So it's the concept of you can't overfill the bucket.
Right. I just always have to remind myself which one of those is which, and this makes more sense to move bucket.
Yes, that's the upgrading the bucket
bucket.
per se. So I think as my action, I do want to get some stuff,
Yeah, stuff is good.
but at the same time, I wouldn't mind getting a few. Interesting. And because I already have my wheat on the board,
Good.
Sweet.
I actually still think I'm going to do this. So I'm going to go here. I'm going to put this down. And I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to get 1 fertilizer. And I'm going to also get 1 more wheat.
Sweet.
I'm going to take the wheat.
Mhm.
Wheat is cheap.
And yeah, we cost nothing.
Cheap to plant. Cheap to.
Chip, chip,
Cheap,
chip, 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 chip. All right, Dunzo, Gonzo.
You're a bird.
Dunzo.
What's up?
Now you're a bird.
Yeah, it's a quieter bird. Chip, chip. I really want to do my rooster impression. I just can't. All right, let's see here. I'm thinking, I love a good farmer's market. And I think
There's some good stuff in that.
And I might have to go ahead and do that. I'm gonna go to this expensive spot here.
Go to the 3 spot.
Yeah, because I'm gonna spend the money now. I'm gonna spend $3 to do a couple things here, right? We're gonna move the bucket up and fill it up,
which is a great combo,
Okay.
and you get a
Field
farmer
action.
action.
and I get a field action.
Yeah.
And methinks. Yeah, I'm just gonna plant my wheat because it's free.
Mhm.
Yeah, you're really trying to kind of get your system going on this first round. So, and that would be one go around. All of us have 2 more wheelbarrows to work with in this round.
All
And
right.
there's 4 rounds, just to clarify that. We didn't say it in the beginning.
All right. So I'm actually going to go here because it's cheaper this round to do that.
Yes, it is. A lot
Get some
cheaper.
Change.
The-
2. Okay. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to plant my wheat. Right. And then I'm going to plant my strawberry, which cost me 1 of these.
Brilliant.
Then for 1 water, I'm going to tend to my strawberry, which gives me 2 more.
Right. And so again, a pretty full action there.
Excellent.
You've now got 3 strawberries and a wheat
Mhm.
on your board, so not bad.
Can't argue with that.
All right.
No,
And we should point out you are getting money when you harvest for every different type
Mhm.
of product that you are harvesting. So, as an example, if you have a wheat and a strawberry, you would also be getting 2 money. So you are getting money for the harvest action. On my turn, I think what I'm going to do, because I have some money, I would like to get a few things done. I want to start because there's some nice things over here. So I think what I'm actually going to do is go here to the 2 spot.
Hey yo.
So actually, technically at the 2 spot, I'm still going to do 2 spot. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to spend 2 coins.
Hey, big spender.
Oh, I'm not going to
And
Yes.
destroy the bank.
I'm going to then remove one of my,
Clear the fields.
and now this, the cidery is going to go up here.
That reminds me, I got buy cider.
So that goes there. Now I'm going to roll this die, and I got myself a money. So I got myself a money right back. Kind of nice.
Love the money.
And my second action, because I chose the 2 spot, is going to be, I believe, a build action. And what I think I'm going to actually go for, because this seems pretty powerful early on to start to build this up, I think I'm actually going to build. And it's an instant. It's instant. I'm going to want to eventually work around this, but that's okay. My poop's going to go up, and I'm going to get a field. Blueberries.
Oh.
So
Yeah, I should put out there are 2 different types of buildings. So some of them have a lightning bolt icon in the bottom left corner, which means that it is an instant thing,
Yes.
as was Chris's. And then other ones have a sort of a snowflake symbol, which indicates that's going to be an end game scoring type of thing.
And you'll notice it was in the $3 column that I chose to buy from.
Mm.
So a little expensive near early game, but because I've got that $1 back, it opened up the opportunity for me to have 3 fertilizer, which early on is not normally something that I felt I would have. So I went for it.
You go for it.
So now it is your turn.
Alrighty. I think, you just can't get enough farmers market. That's going to go there, and I'm going to get a free blueberry
Oh, man.
bush
Yep.
seed thing.
Which is a nice thing.
I
And-
was going to do that. So now. What do I got?
What you need.
Can I go to the bottom?
Nope.
So, and
Right
now,
there. Yep.
All right,
now
so
that is an
Mhm.
infinite spot just for those watching at home.
infinity.
So
And
as
beyond.
many people as they want can go to that spot.
So I'm going to
Infinite time.
Two and build- buy a blueberry seed.
All right, back to the badger.
All right. So the last thing I'm going to do is I want to take advantage of my capability. And because I can get 2 field actions and get a good, I think I'm going to do just that. Because I'm going to get an extra action.
Well, aren't you something?
Now, I could go for the 2, and it might be worth it. So let me consider. Now, I'm going to do this. So I am going to take, first, I'm going to take actually a plant action. Yeah, I'm going to take a plant action. So to plant this costs 1 fertilizer. So I'm moving that 1 down on my board. Now I'm going to take a tend action, which is going to cost me 1 water. And now I'm going to tend 2 more of these. So 1, 2.
Mm.
And there we go. And that is my turn.
Well.
And that was nice because that one got me. Technically, when I went down, I was supposed to go here because I never gave myself the extra poop.
Extra poop. All right, let's see here. I think I'm going to join you on this infinity spot here.
Thanks.
And
Come on down.
I'm going to get a poop.
There we go.
One free poop.
I don't know.
All right. And that is a round.
Yep.
All right. So, for cleanup, we just grab our wheelbarrows back.
My arms are short.
Oh, you're good. And then we're going to clear this farmer's market for the next farmer's market. Just new spaces
This
on it.
moves down, correct?
Yep,
Yeah.
those buildings slide down. Tractor goes. It's round 2, guys.
And then we're also going to put 3 more out.
Oh wait, I forgot. I did his voice and I forgot to do his thing.
Oh,
I
no.
was supposed to move one of my wheelbarrows to an open spot at the end of each round.
Okay,
Take that
so
action.
open spots,
Um,
just for clarification point, would have been.
I think this was.
Here
That-
was open.
Right.
Anything down there?
Anything down here was open, and no one did a 3 or a 2. Or
I did 3. 2
did
is
3,
empty.
So 2 was empty. Oh no, I did the.
You did 2.
I did 2, so the 1.
So 1 was empty.
So the 1 is empty.
Yeah, so you get 1 action there.
Mhm.
All right, I'm going to do that. I'm going to go there. I would get $2
Yep.
for going there. And
This would have been like this if you tried to do a purchase. So
well, I'm going to clear the field. So I'm going to
Okay.
spend the $2 that I just got to clear a field. And
there we go.
that would go there, technically.
Which will move down to 2.
Yes.
Right, and I get to roll
So
that.
yeah, that would have been
Mhm.
like
Where's
this.
that resource die? You got that
So-
die over there?
I
Right
know.
here.
Oh, duh.
In front of you.
Come
Yeah.
on.
So
So
that's
good.
Just, so what we just did was just make sure that we took Anthony's action. That's what you just witnessed because Anthony's action is an end of round 1.
Lame.
And then we're gonna put new ones out. So we got a printing press, a barn, which is an instantaneous as well. The printing press is reactivate a space containing one of your wagons, one of your wheelbarrows. And the storehouse, which I think is awesome, is free upgrades.
We just add 3 buildings like that at the beginning of every round?
Yep, new
Okay.
tiles.
Cool. And now we need new, reveal 3 new.
That's
So
3
many
of these
styles.
tiles, right?
Oh,
Yeah, I don't think we had those.
oh, I'm
buildings.
sorry. I misspoke. Disregard
That's
that.
all right.
Disregard. That's why it's the 3 new tiles. Yeah. So those move down.
Yeah,
Our
we're going to
tiles
fly
come from
through
there.
that pretty fast. Then.
Yeah, we are going to fly through them. So disregard that 1 action there, everybody. We are going to reveal 3 new tiles though. So the 3 new tiles. Can everyone see this?
No, actually, put it next to the badger. That's perfect right there.
Okay, I'll put it next better. We got a
Be in
10,
charge of that.
an
Ooh.
8,
Ooh.
and a 9 or a 6. The upside down, folks. Okay, there we go. Yeah.
All right, so Lauren was first from last round with her 3 value. She is first to draft a new one of those, but then her 3 goes into the spot as an option for Chris or I to take on our future draft.
Yes.
See.
And that's, I think, one of the most interesting things with this game is that aspect of that ever-changing who's going first.
I'm gonna take. I think I'm gonna take the 8.
The 8. So a 3 is going to come in and go right there, which is interesting.
Now, does she do all her sunrise stuff and
She's
then
gonna
you
take
pick?
all her actions now. Yes.
Oh, okay. So then 3.
So that is so once we've taken our choice on our
then
sunrise actions,
do-
we do them.
The farmy thing.
Which one?
Fields?
Field.
What do you want to do?
Which are we choosing?
I'm going to. Does my blueberry have to be this way, or can I put it sideways?
No, you can turn it.
Okay, so then I'm gonna plant a blueberry. So that costs me 2 fertilizers.
So planting a blueberry costs 2 fertilizer.
Okay. Then I'm gonna go here, and I'm gonna clear this,
That's a good move.
and that goes here.
Correct.
Correct. Yeah, so it's a really interesting way. I should point out that these do come to the board because as you're clearing your field, more
I roll
stuff.
this twice. A strawberry
Nice.
Man.
and a poop
Huzzah.
Wow.
fertilizer. Sorry.
Ah,
No,
so
pick the one.
I will go up next on this. That's not bad but it won't be helpful to go up. This is going to bring my water up though, and that might be nice to bring my water up, quite frankly, because I'm all the way at 0. But
yeah.
yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to do that. And I'm going to put this here.
Alrighty.
So now my action is here, and I'm going to bring I'm going to get 3 monies.
Money.
How much money?
3 monies. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to bring my water back up to 2. I had like none.
Fabulous.
Now I get a free farm action, which is going to be a plant action for this, which is going to drop my fertilizer down 2. But I have a very full board now. And my turn is done.
Fantastic. All right. I think I'm going to go ahead and take that 3.
Oh boy.
3.
Yup.
I should have taken the 10 then. I'm going last anyway.
All right. So I'm going to get my $2 only because I'm an early riser. As I
don't
fumble
like
with
his
my money.
voice.
And then I get 2 more bucks because it's that thing on the thing on that time of the other thing.
Huh?
This thing down here.
Oh.
You feel me?
Your permanent sunrise.
All right. And then it is my turn to place first because I am currently at
You are
first
number.
order.
Yeah, you're the lowest.
Oh, and I did not. I get to upgrade a seed as well for that tile. So I am going to switch my blueberry bush out for a lovely
Ooh.
little pumpkin patch.
Oh, that's nice.
It sure is,
It's
Christopher.
worth some good
It
money.
sure is. So what we're going to do first. What are we going to do first? What a good question. What a good question.
And if anyone does have questions as we're playing, we are definitely monitoring the comments as we're going along.
Yeah, we see both of you.
So we appreciate the hanging out with us tonight.
What does the fairground say? Can you read that to me?
The fairgrounds says for each crop type left in your field, you're going to get +2. So if you plan to end the game with crops in your field, you will get +2 for each crop type. But then it's again a very conscious action. The outdoor showers are if your bucket is full at the end of the game, get +4.
Right. All right. I'm going to go ahead and park at the general store. 3 actions are coming there. I'm going to spend $3 to get another pumpkin. And we're going to get two poops.
Okay. 2 fertilizers.
2 fertilizers. And now it is the badger's turn.
All right. So I have a few choices here of things I could do. I could harvest and clear up some space, which might be nice. But that's not going to get me the blueberries. So what I think I'm actually going to do is I think I'm going to take...
Actually.
I think I'm actually going to take the 1 action here, but I want to see what's over here first. Because that is a cost of a building, which does not help me. That costs 4, I can't afford it. That costs 2, which is a water and a blueberry. So nothing great in that department. I think what I'm actually going to do is do the 1 action, though. That's going to allow me to make sure I have a little bit more. It's going to give me the fertilizer I need for a future turn. Then I'm going to go ahead on this field action, and I'm going to tend, which is going to do this.
Tendies.
Now I get an extra field action. And as my extra field action, I am going to harvest.
Oh.
Congratulations.
So I'm going to get 1 fertilizer plus a victory point.
Yeah.
I'm going to get 3 victory points more for my strawberries.
Ooh.
And then the blueberries here are getting me 4 victory points. I also got rid of 3 different types of products. So since I did that, I got paid $3. And there we go.
Jolly good show, Mr. Badger.
And that would be my turn.
Okay.
Your turn, Woodpecker.
I'm going to go to the farmer's market and make myself poor, but I'm going to do that.
Isn't it lovely
one.
there?
It's
$4 for 1 of each.
I know.
It's a
Well,
really...
there's a coupon code.
2. It's the bundle. 3.
That is a really
4.
nice spot. I could not afford it or I would have done it.
It's $1 a piece.
It's a really
I'm
$1
poor,
a piece.
but it's okay.
Yeah, but you got a pumpkin
Figure it out.
and a blueberry patch there. So.
No.
Cool. All right, back on me. I'm going to head to the fields.
Lowering that to represent my
Let's
tent.
plant in the fields. 2 actions at the fields. We are going to plant a pumpkin for 1, 2, 3 fertilizer. And we'll put that guy like that, I guess. And then I can tend said pumpkin for 1, 2, 3 water to duplicate
Yes.
from here,
Ooh.
right? Not or from here.
No, you're duplicating from the board. Yeah.
Ah.
Because you aren't planting that. That's when you're going to plant.
Oh man, I'm gonna screw myself here. Didn't I?
Oh,
Yeah, it's okay, I guess.
I have a corner berry.
Yeah,
Corner berry.
it's I.
Yeah. And the basic rule is crops placed as a result tending may be rotated in any direction as at least one part of a new crop is adjacent to at least one other placed crop being tended.
Makes sense.
That is the rule.
Makes sense.
So.
Has to touch.
Beautiful. I want to point out one thing too, just for anyone wondering. With my ability, it does distinctly say in the book I can use it once per round. So you're not going to see me go back to the field and then do another secondary action. I could wait for another turn in the field to do it, but again, I just want to point that out because I think that's important. Okay. So you are gone. So now it's my turn.
I mean, I'm not gone.
Yes, but you're not gone.
I finished my turn. That's what you mean.
Yes.
Where did your bunny go? He's running.
So it's my turn here. I think because I have some money. I think what I'm going to do
Where'd you get all that money
is
from?
go right here. And I'm going to get 2 actions.
Okay.
I don't necessarily need to take 3. I could take 3 actions, but no, it's not actually the worst thing. But then I'd have to buy a building. I don't necessarily want to buy a building. So I'm going to upgrade my water bucket. Now, again, I'm upgrading my water bucket, but my water does not go up when I upgrade the water bucket. That costs 1 coin. So I'm going to put this coin here. Then I'm going to take a clear field action, which costs 2.
Clear fields.
I want a little bit more space. Let's go right here. And so this is going to go right there. What a nice piece, by the way. Just free monies. Just clearing the field. Well, I don't get the clearing the field. That'd be nice. I am going to get to roll this die. And I get fertilizer. So I'm okay on fertilizer.
Great.
And yeah, that would be that. I had to spend some money to do it, but now my field is a little bit more accessible. And this is, I just want to point, this is one of my favorite things is the fact that these are upside down. In every game, you have no idea what is actually in the game.
Mm.
And there's a variety of these because there's more stacks here.
Me.
Yeah.
Back to the woodpecker.
Well, I'm going to go here to get 2 money, but I will pay 1 to move my bucket up. So
Nice
now I'm
bucket.
not super poor anymore. Just
That's
a little poor.
cool. That's cool. All right, it's a me.
It's
It's
me.
you.
It's me, Jaime the bunny. Very dapper. It's got knee pads, suspenders, the ascot tie. Yeah, I'm a fan. All right. Let's see here.
It's like a small child going for Easter pictures.
Could harvest. But that's gonna cost me $2 to go there. Or go there.
Yeah, that's the one. That is the interesting about the thing about the fields is once people have gone there, there's a nice spot that gets you a bunch of actions, but you're spending,
Yeah.
and it only gets more expensive.
Yep. Interesting.
And the best spot on the farmers market, I feel like, has been taken.
Well, yeah. I guess I overlooked that.
It's okay.
Man.
I didn't mind.
I didn't have the money at the time
I know when you stated that, I was like,
because I totally would have gone there. I saw that for that's a nice set me up for a few more, especially
that one
early
was
game.
talking to me. It was a discount.
All right.
I like this.
We're gonna hit down there on
Oh.
the old trading
The
post.
infinite one. Or are you doing 2 trades?
No, the infinite one.
Infinite. Okay.
All right, so I'm going to trade in my wheat.
Okay.
For the field action.
Okay.
So I'm going to harvest. So I'm going to take off 2 pumpkins and a wheat. So 2 different types of crops is $2.
Plus overall 13
The
points.
wheat is a point and a fertilizer.
Yep.
And the 2 pumpkins are 12 points, putting me up to 13. Thank you, sir.
I want to point out I really do love these score trackers.
The little buttons.
It's such a simple little thing,
Yeah,
but the little
I mentioned
button,
that the other day.
I just think it's such a nice touch.
It is very nice.
Okay.
Okay,
That is your turn.
that is my turn.
So I have to think about what's a good idea. And I think I got to think ahead now.
You
So
think?
what I'm going to go,
You think.
I think I'm going to go right here. It's going to cost me 2,
It's going to cost you.
but I'm going to get another one of these. And my water is going to fill back up.
You stinky do.
So I'm going to take this, and I have that, and I'm good.
I'm going to put mine in the 2 at the general store and
Right
I'm
out.
gonna take 2 poops.
Oops.
And that,
That's round 2.
That's
That's
round
round 2.
2, but the Hasty Herald in me wants to move one of my wagons to an open spot and take that action.
Good remembering.
So, what'd you say?
I forgot again.
Oh, well, I'm never going to forget again.
we don't want to have to try to figure that out. Like we did our first run around. Yeah, we don't want to.
No. But that's why it's good I'm not him. I don't have a good memory.
Heck no, heck no, heck no, no. All right, where should I go to an empty spot and take that action? Those get some poop there.
One thing that I can say as Anthony thinks about what he's going to do is
Let
that
Anthony think about what he's going to do.
as you watch this, you can see we explained the rules, but the game plays pretty swiftly.
Yeah.
It's really we're halfway through.
Except when you're me and you get AP and you don't know where to go. So there is that. All right, you know what? Why don't we head over here? We can build something
At cost.
at cost. Let's see what we got here. Reach here. So you can get that. Sorry, I need some want to do that. What does this say?
It's
just
just 5 victory points.
Oh,
It's just literally 5 victory points.
Interesting.
It's basically paying $2 for 5 victory points.
Not bad.
Not the worst idea.
No, it's a bed and breakfast.
Huh.
And then,
Now, you know what? Though? I really like the cidery. I'm going to go ahead and take that.
yep, some nice benefits.
I
there.
like cider.
All right. So cidery is going to go here. It fills my bucket up, and it gives me a strawberry seed.
Okay.
Cool.
All right.
And that's the end of round 2.
Now these are going to slide off the board.
Correct.
Can get.
So these slide
Can't
off.
reach it, but
These
it's
are going to slide down. And there we go. Yeah, so we're going to see a lot of different interesting things here in this workshop. And these buildings will be different every game. So there's some replayability that comes from that. What we are going to have happen now is we're going to show 3 more of these.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
So there's a 9, which has got some good stuff. There's a 1 because you're going to go first, and there's a 2.
Mm-hmm.
Now again, you have first dibs.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you want? Do you want to go first, or do you want to
The
tear
good
more of your farmland down so you have more spot to do?
To do or not to do? That
the
is
question.
quite the question. I think I'm going to take numero dos there.
Okay.
I'm going to take number 2 to get a number 2.
I was gonna say that.
And
Little
it's going to
pun
give
on
you
it.
1 coin for that and 2 coins for this guy. And that's it.
Interesting.
So
Okay.
now the Badger picks.
Yeah, so my 6 is going to go back into the fold.
Mhm.
The question is, what will I replace it with? I have options. The 9 is pretty nice, but I'm going to go last. And the 3 grade. And I am, and again, I'm combining this with whatever I do. So for my value, I feel like I'm gonna do this,
What
and I'm
do
gonna take
I
that.
want to do?
And now I have to take my actions.
Yeah, you
Yep.
get money
So
and upgrade
I'm gonna
stuff.
get my monies. So let's take some 3s. I'm gonna upgrade my wheat. There's the money, Lebowski, to a strawberry. So I'm gonna take that, and then last but not least, I can plant as a farm action for my sunrise action. So let's go plant another one of these because these are pretty.
You should be planted.
Yeah. That is costing me, as you see, 2 of these. So we're gonna go down to 2. 2 for 1. And there we go.
Tractor on 3. Yeah.
Tractors, yeah, as good.
He's
It's one of
Yeah,
our only complaints about the
Actually,
components of this, right?
that was like my limited amount of complaints
Yeah.
about this game is the tractor. I wish it was like a little. I almost took the little thing from my 3 Sisters and used it as a
Oh
marker
yeah, the
instead.
little one that makes sense. That makes
So, because it's just but it's a third round.
Alright, you
Let's
can
see.
go,
Do I want to go first or last? I want to go first. I'm going to take the
Okay.
1.
Okay.
So I move this up, right? Okay.
Yep,
And then I get 2.
and you get some money.
And these are out, and then we'll shuffle.
Then
up
I'm
and-
gonna
And you get to go first.
clear this guy, and we are bringing out a sawmill.
Nice.
Fun.
Oh, that's kind of nice. It's a sawmill with it's clear a field and then you get a farm action.
Delicious.
And 2 of these. Beautiful. Oh, oh. Boop.
Wow.
Well,
That's right.
it's amazing taking that 3 and I'm still going last.
Yeah.
And that's what I love. And that's part of why I talk about liking the game so much, in the sense of like that 9 that could have taken and it would have been the same turn.
You know, I thought about like, do I want to go first or last? And
Yeah.
kind of depended on what you took and what I was going to do.
Yeah. There we go.
Okay.
All right. Woodpecker's up first.
Woodpecker. I'm going to go. I'm going to go here on this 2 because I don't want to make myself poor, so I'm not going to take the 3. I am going to do 2 things. So I am going to.
Should also add that Chris and I found out today that there's a Kickstarter coming next year for an expansion to Harvest, the Fall Festival.
Yeah, I'm very excited to learn about. It sounds like it had some interesting things.
Yes,
some variety.
Some pie. Most importantly, there's pie coming.
Pumpkins.
Yeah. So that's a 2025 release.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to.
Well, I think it's 2025 Kickstarter campaign, right?
Ten.
Yeah, so it might be a 2026
couple
release.
years. You never
We
know.
never know.
So I'm going to 10 to my blueberries. So
10
that's 2 water.
10 to
And
them.
what happens? I get the little
They
these.
go.
guys?
The fruit goes on
Yeah.
the bush.
Okay.
Yep.
There we go.
All right.
So that's my 2 tips.
Gonzo.
I am.
Your turn. So.
Oh yeah. All right. Let's do some stuff. Well, man, 3 of those. That and that.
And for those watching, whether live or after the fact, I will say we have a full review of this also planned for end of the month on Call Aboard, which is our live call-in show. So where we generally do our reviews. So we're going to have our full review. Obviously, we're sharing thoughts as we play, but we're going to do the full piece then.
All right, so I spent $3 because that's the round what we're in to do 3 actions here in the fields. I'm going to 1, 2, 3 plant some more pumpkins here, and oh shoot,
You're gonna do some tendon.
yeah. So I actually can't do 3 things. That's all right though. Yeah, I will tend.
But you pay to get the 2 actions.
Yeah.
The only way.
Yeah, I'll tend the pumpkins 1, 2, 3. Once again to propagate Shama pumpkins in my field. And yeah, that's all I can do, sadly.
Okay. I think what I am going to do is I think what's going to happen on my turn. Torn on this. I'm not sure how I feel about it, but I'm going to do it. We're going to do 2 actions.
You go, girl.
We're going to do spend $2 and we're going to tear down a field.
You monster.
It is a weather vane going to the board, by the way, which means tend any planted crop once without paying its water costs.
Oh.
Quite nice.
Of anthropomorphic farming animals here is clearing the fields like that really that bad? Are there no animals in those?
I guess not.
Or are there little people in those trees in this bizarre universe? And maybe we're taking down there.
And I'm buying for $1 5 victory points.
Oh,
That's
cheap.
very
That was
happy for you.
discount.
That's the reason
Very happy for you.
That's the reason I went that direction, and I built up a nice little spot in my field that I can still continue to do stuff around the bed and breakfast with these beautiful blueberry bushes right behind it. You know,
You fancy.
All right, top it around.
All right. I am going to go here.
Top of the order.
Get my $2. Oh, sorry. Hold on. I'm shedding.
What? Bum, 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 bum,
I want to buy a building. You know what? I'm gonna buy this one for $3. I'm gonna buy a sawmill.
Hey, big spender.
Well, if you got 2 to start. If anyone does have questions after playing, of course, let us know in the chat. If you've played it before, definitely. I love the history of
So I
the
get to
original game.
clear a
Also
field.
was shared, which Trey talked a little bit about. If you haven't watched it, the conversation with Trey was really just
And
a ton
then
of fun.
I get a
Mhm.
farm
Yes, that was an excellent
action.
interview.
He was a delight to talk with.
I think for my I get a farm action.
Yes,
I can harvest.
You can harvest.
I'm going to harvest.
that's gonna be a nice harvest for you.
Yeah, buddy.
So we've got a harvest of a pumpkin,
6,
3 strawberries,
7, 8,
9
9, 10.
plus
The
the
blueberries is
so
14? 14 points.
I'll take care of it.
And I get 1 fertilizer.
And you get $4.
Oh, okay. And these all go back.
Mhm.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
you get $4 because you.
$4, $4, $4. Thanks. That was good.
I'll
take
say.
I'll take it.
Okay. So my turn.
No.
No, it's not my
No.
turn. I can't.
I know you got a low number over there.
I got
Like I have a 3. I have to be second.
Our numbers are lower.
It should be my turn sooner. It's
Yeah. Oh boy. All right. Let's think about this for a second here. Oh, man. How about wow, go down here.
Nice little pattern you got going
I'm
on
gonna
there.
get a was that a water or fertilizer, right?
Water or fertilizer.
I'll get a fertilizer. And I'm going to harvest 2. So I'm going to get a buck for harvesting 1 type of crop, but it is 2 more pumpkins for 12 points. So I'm going to head from 13 to 20.
And you have blocked me from taking a field action.
Righto.
So I will not be able to take advantage this round.
Oh.
Well, technically, no. I can get a field action from the replace it. So that's okay. I'll still be able to pull this off.
Oh yeah, you can go to the farmer's market.
And I believe I'm going to because this is honestly pretty nice. A strawberry, a pumpkin, and a field action there. That's going to cost me all my monies, but that's going to get me strawberry.
You're 1 broke badger.
I am. I get a pumpkin.
You sure can. There you go, pumpkin.
And then I'm going to get a field action for that. The field action plant is going to be 3 of these.
Rare form today.
So we're going to go put this here. In addition, I get an extra anytime I take 1 or more field actions. So I do get an extra field action. And the question is, what kind of field action do I want to do?
The best kind.
And you can. I have the water to do it. I should probably do that. I'm going to. So I'm going to spend 2. And I'm going to do this. And that's my turn.
All right. Woody Woodpecker, last barrow of the
I
round.
go there on the 2.
Technically, I still get to go.
Oh.
No, I meant.
I know.
Last
Barrow.
Oh,
Sorry, I was waiting for someone.
Barrow's the board game.
Okay.
I got it.
I'm going to trade a seed. And I'm going to trade it for upgrading a seed and a money. I'm going to upgrade my blueberries to a pumpkin.
Oh, nice.
Then I'm going to trade this guy for a field action, and I'm going to plant my pumpkin, which is 3 fertilizer.
If you haven't picked up on this as you're watching it, the game doesn't actually come with that many coins.
Ah.
And it doesn't need to because you're spending them constantly.
Mm.
Because one of the first things I know when I opened this up was like, there's not that many coins in here. Is this enough? And it is a very tight economy. So you will be spending them pretty much immediately.
Done.
I am.
Cool.
Moving on.
All
Go
right.
ahead, bunny.
I think.
Honey bunny.
I think. What do I think? I think it might be time to go back to the general store. So, for 3 things here, what could we do? We could spend $1 to fill our bucket of fun. And then we could
I'm going to trade in seed. And what am I going to trade it in for? I could get an upgrade and a money, which seems like a really good idea. And I think that's what I'm going to do.
fabulous.
So I'm going to upgrade this to this.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
And I'm also going to get money.
mm-hmm.
So I go into the next round with something.
Okay, you done?
I'm done. So now it's your bonus action.
My business. I'm Jamie. The voice changed like 6 times, right? I can't.
I was gonna say,
Yeah.
I don't feel like it's
You
my
don't know what he
voice.
sounds like
No,
yet.
no, he's tired.
Is it
Well,
Cranky
always,
Bunny?
Look, he's on 1 foot. He hops everywhere, literally.
So he's cranky.
So he's he's burning.
He might
He's
be
burning
hungry.
calories.
Might be hangry.
Okay, so I can move to an empty spot.
Hangry hair.
There's not many empty spots.
Now let me ask you this question. Open spot, it says. So
An
an
open-
infinity spot would be considered an open.
Correct.
Right. Okay. That's
An
what
open
I-
spot.
That's what I thought.
Not yeah.
Yeah.
That's
It's
an
available.
Yeah, so-
That's an important clarification. Open spot, not empty.
right.
Open as in available.
Okay. Well, for an empty spot, I think I'm gonna slide down here to this 2, and I'm gonna take 2 poops.
There you go.
How about that?
Works.
I'm not gonna take 2 poops, but I mean tomorrow. I might take 2.
Oh, yeah.
Sometimes you don't need to talk.
Sometimes less is more.
All right. So
Where am I?
we are going to the gatehouse is gone, everyone. The mercantile and the outdoor shower are dropping.
Love a good outdoor shower.
And then
Oh, it's a discount shower.
yeah, and the scarecrow, which gets you a pumpkin, is now $2. Now, in addition, we are going to go ahead and draw up 3. So let's see what they are.
6 and 8.
All right.
And this is the final round.
Yeah.
So he's moved on. We're gonna go here. He's covering it up. Yeah, the final round, and you both have first choice, and I'm just gonna take whatever's left.
Well, I'm going to go with the 6 because I do need some water.
Okay.
Please and thank you. I'll probably go last because you never know. In this, I get 3 money.
Yeah, that money's pretty.
I get to do one of these thingies. I'm gonna. What does the outdoor shower get you?
Outdoor shower +4 if your water's full at the end.
Oh, yeah, probably not.
Unless you aim for that to happen.
I know, but I feel like that's gonna make my brain work too hard.
This one just gets you free money. It costs $1.
Yeah, I should probably pay $1 for 3, right?
Yeah,
So, boop,
it's an exchange.
boop. All right, put this guy over here. Okay, and then I roll the die. Boop. That's good. I need it. Ooh, money.
Money.
I am doing pretty well
You
in
don't
the
have a
money
problem.
department.
You don't have a problem with the money.
No. All right. That, I believe, is me.
Cool. That's you in a nutshell.
Yep. Me and an acorn.
You, me, and an acorn. Well. So you got the 6. Eek. I think I'm going to take the 8.
Take the 8?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I will get $2 from that, $2 from my other thing. And I get to do a field action. The field action I will do is plant for 1 poop a strawberry.
Okay. Well, you've all made my decision very easy.
Well, I'm sure.
Only because to take an advantage of this action, there's only one that I can take. And that's number 1. So I'm going to take the number 1. We are going to get rid of these. The number 1 is going to get me a water, which is great. Because that's not a fill up, right? That's just a water, right? Yeah, that's just a water. Then I get to 2 monies. So now with this, I'm going to take my farming action. My farming action is then going to tend, which is going to be spending 2 to do this.
2-2.
And so I've tended and made more blueberries.
Jasmine, 2-2.
And now my turn will be first, which is helpful.
You are correct.
Okay. So,
But did you forget something?
He
So
goes
3
first, I go
actions.
second, you go third. I was just
Yeah.
looking at what the
Yeah.
actual.
So the round, this order is I will be first, second, Anthony is third. Yes. So I need to get some good stuff to be able to do things, which is important. Or I can aim for,
Mediocrity.
well, I can aim for certain things here. I actually am thinking this may be the way, and I think this is what I'm going to do. Oh, that might not hurt. No, we're going to do the 2. So we're going to do the 2.
What am I gonna?
And what I'm going to do is I'm going to first. Ooh, wait a minute. I don't know if I'm going to do it. I'm going to spend. This is a risk. This is a risk. Hold on. I think I have to get that.
Risky Badger.
This is a tough call. I'm going to take a really big risk here because I have to hope I get money on my roll. Like I have to hope. So what I'm actually to accomplish what I'm hoping to accomplish. But I mean, I guess it doesn't matter. I'm not getting it. Not necessarily actually. But I would a compost bin. I'm going to spend the 2. I'm going to roll. It's actually not as important. Nope, but I got a wheat. That's fine. Okay. And then I'm going to spend the cost. And I think what I'm going to do, and I'm kind of okay with it, is I'm going to get this compost. And then if my bucket is full at the end, I get a +4.
Yeah.
So I still got a bucket.
Splendid.
Cool.
Okay. I'm gonna go
Woodpecker.
here. Pay 4.
Yeah.
I am going to plant my strawberry, which costs me 1 poop. I am going to tend to my blueberries, 2 waters.
And
So can I have fruit? And then,
no, and then
yes, and then I'm going to harvest for 11 points.
Yeah, by the way, I will point out just for people, if you notice, this is just a water symbol. But if you were to look at this on the board, it's a water bucket.
can you move blue to 25? Right on top of me. How dare you?
Moving on up.
All right. All right. Come on, Jaime. It's me and you, buddy. A race to the finish.
That voice does evolve. I'll have to go back and hear all its evolutions.
It is the worst of the voices. That's a scarecrow is going to cost me $2.
Yeah.
Give me a pumpkin.
It is nice. I mean, you could go to the one spot and just, you'd already be paid for.
It would already be paid for. You're right. You're right. You're right.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be literally no cost. I considered it, but I then wouldn't have had a spot for anything else.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that thing.
Get a pumpkin? You don't have too much land.
Yeah,
available.
You'd be all right.
You got room for a pumpkin, though.
I do. I do. I don't really know what I'm doing, but I like the way the scarecrow works. All right.
All right, it comes back to me. So on my turn here, I'm gonna put this back. There's a free action option, but I've got no money to do that with, so that will not be happening. What I'm thinking, I could upgrade, see, but I don't have enough to do. You know what I think I really should do? I need to get this happening. Upgrade the bucket. I could fill the bucket over here, which would then give me the options I need. Okay. But I'm a little concerned that you're all going to go to the fields.
You should be.
And
You should be very concerned.
And then I'm not. There's other ways to get to the fields.
Yeah, there's other
So I'm
ways
not
to
really
get
that
there.
concerned, actually. So let's go here. Let's go to 3. I'm going to spend 1 to fill up my bucket. So my bucket is full. Then I'm going to take 2 fertilizers. And that my turn is now done.
Thanks for nothing, Badger.
Okay. Well, then.
Well.
What am I going to do? All right. I think I'm going to go to the farmer's market, the last one.
This one?
Yeah, so I'm going to.
Clear a field, buy
Clear
a
a
building,
field.
and field action.
This is a cafe.
Oh, for every 2 coins in your supply, you would get +1.
Only problem is I'm spending a lot of it now.
I like also that it would be useful for you, but at the same time, you had no idea what it was.
Right. A
Strawberry.
strawberry. Not really what I wanted, but it's okay.
Snozzberry.
Buy a building.
Just so everyone sees, by the way, this die has 2 acorns, 2 of the poops, a wheat, and a strawberry. So this die has definitely some good stuff, but it does not have pumpkins or the blueberries.
I'm gonna buy my cafe back.
Yeah, we can't just be giving away pumpkins and blueberries at the roll.
No,
That's
no,
madness.
that would be hard.
That's madness.
So I think what's that? Oh, no, now I go to the fields, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm going to my blueberries, I think. But now I'm out of water.
Yep.
I ain't gonna.
I did pick the water one.
I know. I knew that was gonna stress me out. All right.
Done?
Bunny rabbit.
All right. All right. All right. All right. Well, I go down here to this one spot in those fields. I'm going to get myself a fertilizer.
You're going there.
And I'm gonna use the 3 fertilizer that I have to plant these here pumpkins in my field.
Okay.
And that's it. That's all Jaime is doing.
Okay. My turn and my final turn. I have a choice, and I think my choice would I have enough? Not necessarily, but I'm gonna get extra. So let's think about this. Ooh, I could upgrade and take 2 field actions, but I don't really have enough to do all the field actions. Now, we're going to keep this simple. I think I may not even end up with 3. But first thing is plant. It costs me nothing to plant this. So that's action number 1. Action number 2 is planting this, which costs 2 poops. My board is now full. Last action, because I get a free extra action for taking the field action.
Oh. You didn't do that already? Oh, that was
No.
last round. Okay.
That was last round.
Yeah.
I'm now going to harvest. So we're going to harvest 4,
I don't like this badger.
8, 9.
Oh boy.
Nothing on this, but 6 on this, so 15. So I'm going to go from 8, and we're going to go 23. And then, yeah. And that will be my final turn of the game. And yeah, that's it. That's it for me. Pretty happy with it.
Sorry, read the weather vane to me again, please.
The weather vane?
Yeah.
Tend any planted crop once without paying its cost. You have no room to tend to anything over there.
Tender. I don't. So in that case, what could I do?
This is where the optimization of endgame points.
Yeah, I don't.
T-I-double-G-R. You're right there, buddy.
No, I don't know what to do as usual. Can't you tell? Can't you tell?
Do that.
Huh?
I said do that.
Do what?
You could get
That.
you could get a field action if you have a coin.
Yeah, I do have a coin.
And then you could
This chair.
because
We're talking about here?
yeah, I mean you're gonna want to harvest.
Yeah. All right. I'll pay $1 to do. I can upgrade something, which doesn't too much, but that would upgrade to that, right?
Yep.
And then we get 2 field actions, one of which is going to be harvest, which
Well, you could harvest and then play that down.
would be $2.
Oh, you have no fertilizers plant, do you?
No.
Okay, doesn't matter.
$2 and 7 points.
Okay, 7 points for
Yellow.
yellow. So you're at 32 at the moment. Before we look at boards.
I can do one more thing, but I don't know that it is a thing. Although
You're also gonna have your extra action at the end.
that's what I'm saying
So
right now. That's my last thing.
yeah, that's right.
But I don't know.
Huh?
I don't know how sounds.
What was that?
I can't. I don't think I can really do anything because nothing's empty that I can afford.
It's just gibberish.
It's my stalling because I don't know what to do. You get me?
Do you have the ability? Do you have money?
Yeah. Why?
You could workshop,
Yeah, and do what?
buy one of these, get yourself 2 extra more points.
Yeah, that's true.
That'd be your best option.
Money.
You could upgrade the
Alright.
bucket, clear a field, roll a die, and then do that. Spend $3. You're not making anything from your money anyways, right?
All right, so I would move this guy here.
Yep, and you're gonna spend as long as you can afford one of them, I should say.
Well, what I could do is I could pay $2
You can buy the thing first.
and I could clear a field
Yeah,
for $2 and roll a die.
yeah.
So for $2, I clear a field, roll a die, get $1 back,
And then buy
and then for $2,
the weather vane.
buy the weather vane because it looks cool and it is 2 points.
Okay.
And I don't have anything to 10.
So it's your
Oh, wait a second. Did I go
You
turn?
skipped me.
I
You
did?
skipped me.
How did I skip you?
No, wait.
I'm
You
confused.
did I skip?
You skipped me. How'd you go twice? Because who's
I
first?
don't-
Chris
Oh,
was
he's
going
first. You skipped me.
I'm sorry.
Yep. So would
It
you
doesn't
then- would
matter
you then go
because
there?
I was going here anyway.
So we are going to note someone was skipped, but it all worked out anyways. All right. Note that for the record.
Yeah,
Let the
but
record show.
I was definitely not going there. I
Yeah.
had a plan.
Yeah.
I'm going to trade my seed in
Okay.
for a field action.
Great.
And with that field action, I'm just going to harvest my blueberries for 4 points.
4 points. So you're going
So,
from to
29.
29.
Yep.
Okay.
So that was my plan anyway.
So everyone, end game. We're going to do the following. We are going to go in player order, sunrise order. So me first, and score our buildings. First and foremost, my buildings. 5 points, 7 points, 9 points. End game, yeah, and then we're resolving them as well. So that's important. So 5 points, 7 points, 9 points, plus 4 because my water's full at the end. So I'm going to at this point get 13 points for building.
Damn.
So
Wow.
yeah, I'm gonna go 33 to 36.
Ay, ay, ay.
So now we are gonna go to Lauren because she is the next one.
I get 8 points for buildings.
Excellent. So you go from 32 to 40.
Nope, that's not
Oh,
me.
sorry. I am gonna go.
29 to 37.
I get 6.
Okay. So we are at 32 to 38.
Oh,
Wow.
that's a tight
Tight game.
yes. Okay.
Next crop, for each crop, player scores for each unharvested crop, you are going to score
I don't
1
think
point.
any of us have any.
None of us have any.
None of any. Okay. Blueberry bushes are going to score 2 points. I'm getting 6 points for those.
Ooh, I'm getting 2.
So I'm going to go from 36 to 42. You're going to get 2, you said?
Yeah.
Okay.
I got none.
Okay. Now, leftover coins are going to come into play here. How many leftover coins do y'all have?
I got
5.
So you're going to get a point for every 2.
So I get 2 points.
So 2 points. And how many do you get?
1 point.
Okay. So you are getting 1 point and you are getting 2 points.
Mm-hmm.
And the final score is
Oh.
42, 41 to 39.
39. Wow.
An extremely
That was very
tight
close.
game.
Very
Very
toit.
close.
Very toit.
Minus a miscue that was not really a game miscue, just a
Nah, we're
personality miscue. No. Overall, that should give you a good idea of harvest. Like I said, we'll do a full review of this one. We're going to cover this one on Call Aboard at the end of the month. So not next week. Next week we've got
Oh,
interview.
yes.
We
Yeah.
got a full interview.
Breaking news here. We do have a Creators Corner lineup for next Wednesday, 9 p.m. live. I believe Ryan and I are going to do a co-interview with Zev Schlesinger of Play to Z Games, the Z in lots of stuff in the board game industry. So that's Zev next week. Week after that, October 30th, will be our Call Aboard end of the month. What's on your table show, which
So-
we will be reviewing about.
So this will be one of the games we're reviewing. We're also going to be reviewing Wicked and Wise with the expansion, we should say, in particular, amongst a few other items. On that note, I want to thank everyone for tuning in. If you have any questions about the game after the fact, I'll be monitoring the comments and happy to reply. denoting anything that if we missed anything, of course, I will add that into notes as well. But overall, that was Harvest. So thank you for coming aboard Tabletop Express tonight, and have a great night, everybody.
We'll see you later.
Thank you.